Okay, welcome back to the bench. Yes, I've been absent for about 3 weeks now. I had to get ready for a minor surgery, so there was a cataract, but prior to that, a couple years ago, that retina was partially detached, so I had to be very careful of what I did after the cataract surgery. So I've been away for about 3 weeks with putting up videos. What I wanted to talk about today was about a month ago, I put up a video on a battery eliminator for a Heathkit V7A. I think that's what it was, a V7A. Yeah, V7A VTVM. Now, I put that up and I started getting some emails and comments about what it's doing to the unit itself. So what I did was I ran the VTVM. Let me bring it down here so you can see. You don't need to be looking at me all the time. Let's see, get this thing down. Okay. I'll squeeze in here. Okay, I have the two VTVMs out. Okay. The V7A and the ICO 232. What I did was I disconnected and I ran some current readings. Now, on the V7A, the Heathkit, with the battery eliminator in, the bulb in, the milliamp draw on that transformer, this transformer up here, was 800 milliamps. Now, there's no specs that I can find on the transformer. Okay, so I don't know what it's rated for. People were concerned that by putting the, I'll get this out of here for a second. By putting this circuit in, nothing's powered up, so don't worry about me putting my fingers there. By putting this circuit in to eliminate the battery, I was putting too much stress on a transformer. Okay, so what I did first was I turned the VTVM on and I let it run for a few hours. Virtually no heat off of the transformer, so I don't see it getting warm. But I say, okay, let me see. I ran the milliamp test. Now remember, the two tubes that are in there, the 6AL5 and the 12AU7, each of those pulls 300 milliamps. That's what they're rated at, 300 milliamps at 6.3 volts. Now you put the bulb in that lights up over here. That bulb is a 200 milliamp bulb. Okay, now we're up to 800 milliamps. Okay, when I put the circuit in and I checked it in circuit and out of circuit, okay, with that little circuit connected, it was 800 milliamps, which is telling me that the bulb and the tubes aren't pulling the current that would normally be pulling. Now, you got to remember, my voltage here at my house, I'm looking at it right now, is 130 volts coming in. It runs between 126 and 130. I know, it's crazy, but it's high. Okay, I took the circuit, disconnected it, and it was 740 milliamps. Okay, so that circuit is pulling an additional 60 milliamps. Now, again, I don't know the rating on the transformer, but it didn't pick up any heat. I also did the same thing with the ICO. Now, the ICO doesn't have a bulb, it just has the two tubes in it. And the ICO read 590 milliamps. Okay, again, running it for a couple hours, 590 milliamps. Again, no rating on the transformer. there's a couple things. One, I would never put it in this ICO because if you looked at, just want you to look at the physical size of the two transformers. Move my weight around here. These two transformers, the physical size is much bigger on the Heathkit, which I feel is telling me that it'll take more current or be able to draw more current than this one. So a couple of reasons I'm not going to do it is, one, if I'm going to read current, if I'm going to read ohms, I use my DVM, my digital voltmeter, okay? So this one here I feel can handle it. Again, if you're concerned about that, you can take this little bulb out, which you can just barely see. If you have lights on in the shop, you can just barely see it, okay? But if you want the bulb to work, if you want light there, you got a couple options. You can either let it run the way it is, okay? But again, if you're concerned, take the bulb out. Or, now I did this, okay? This is another Heathkit VTVM V7A transformer, okay? Coming out of the one side, I put a diode, 150 ohm, and I hooked it up to read the current on that. 16, well, I don't know if you can see the bulb is, yeah, okay. Bulb is lit, okay. And the current draw is 16 milliamps. So if you're really concerned and you got to have that light there, then put an LED in. But remember, you got to put a diode in. You got to put a current limiting resistor in. And then you'll be able to have, you can have a white one, a red one, doesn't matter. You're only pulling 16, maybe 20 milliamps. If you take the bulb out and you put that in, now with everything running, it would only be 720 milliamps. But for the other 80 milliamps, me personally, I don't care. But I just wanted to put this out there to try to explain to the people and some of the comments that I got that it's not, in my opinion anyway, it's not going to hurt the transformer. That circuit that was used was originally designed. Now, I got this from a YouTube video from Robert Sumption, S-U-M-P-T-I-O-N, from 7 years ago. It appears that he worked for Heathkit in their shop. The circuit was developed by the Heathkit engineers, and they modified the shop VTVMs to use it on a regular basis. So it's not something that I came up with. It's something that a Heathkit engineer came up with. And it works. It works in the VTVM. Again, in my opinion, the Heathkit has a beefier transformer than the ICO. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Little bit of a rebuttal to comments that I had gotten online and via email. I hope this kind of clarifies it. In my opinion, Heathkit can handle it. Can the ICO or some of the other models? I don't know. That's something that you would have to experiment with. But, you know, people come back to me with all different types of circuits that you could put in to do it. Keep it simple. The old KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. And it works. So be careful what unit you put it into. I personally would not put it into the ICO because of the size of this transformer. Don't know if this transformer can handle more than the 600 milliamps on these tubes. Okay? That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Click like, leave some comments, and catch you on the next one.